Good day, everyone. Apparently this will apply to a 2003 or 2004 Saturn Ion if you're having trouble. Okay, my flex pipe on the unit, well, it kind of failed. I tried to fix it, using that goofy tape stuff temporarily. And the reason I did that is because when I asked for a quote, just for the pipe alone, in Canada, they wanted $1,100. And I thought, holy. So then I checked the States. And the lowest price I saw was like about $600 up to about $800. And then I found a place in Canada that had this pipe, and I paid. So my video is about saving you a ton of cash. So anyways, if you look at this, so this is what it is. It's the 0304 catalytic converter, which includes the flex pipe. There's ways to do it. This is how they sell it. You can't just buy a flex pipe. But anyways, my point is that I ended up paying $229 with free shipping. Well, plus all our taxes here came to $258 for the unit. So that's pretty awesome. So right there, we're saving $700. The unit comes with the gasket. This is the one that goes onto the exhaust manifold, and this is the other one that goes way down there, the joint that goes on to where the resonator is. Let me just see. So there you go, and I've measured them out. They're pretty much exactly the same. The only thing that I like to do, I put some paint on the welds, but other than that, it seems like it's fairly good quality. I mean, I don't know. Seems like it's gonna be fine. Okay, so I'm not gonna be super complicated here about installing this or removing the old one, because it is really simple. There's this is the piece that goes into the exhaust manifold. There's 3 bolts. Now, what I did, since the weather was not great here anyway, I wasn't in a rush. So I sprayed WD-40 on these, and you can access it from the top, from the hood, from the engine compartment. Sprayed WD-40 on these every about 4 days for, it was honestly like 3 weeks. And I'm going to tell you, I got all these bolts out, and I didn't think that would happen because normally they don't come out, but they did. That's my tip number 1. So the next thing, if you are removing this thing, loosen everything up first. Loosen these bolts or nuts at the front. Loosen the ones at the back. Because you don't want to remove this until you get the O2 sensor out. Otherwise, you're gonna, it's firm in the vehicle, so you have a good, it's solid, so you can do a lot of leverage and get out your O2 sensor. And I actually used a pipe wrench on that sucker, and it came out. So another nice thing. And so they give you the gaskets, like I said. This one goes to the exhaust manifold. They give you 3 bolts. Now, this is one of the bolts here. These are really for up at the exhaust manifold. You do not get the bolts for at the back. So mine are in good shape. I had stainless steel ones in there. They're still really good. I'll reuse those. But yeah, this is the pipe. And again, I checked everywhere. Napa was like $1,100. In the States, they were like $600 to $800 for this thing. And lo and behold, I found this one in Canada for 200 and whatever it was, 25, came to 250 or something, free shipping. And the quality seems fine and dandy. So I'm gonna go hook this up, and so this is not like a super, I'm gonna get under the car and show you how to do stuff, because I mean, I'm working on the driveway underneath a car. It's not like in a shop where you can have a nice camera set up and there's someone helping. I don't have anyone to help me, but when you go to put the new one in, feed this guy up sort of into position, and then put a bolt in on the back so it stays up there and it's nice and stable, because you don't want to super flex this thing. Like, you don't want to put this on first and have the pipe hanging way down to the ground and flexing it excessively. Very bad. So actually, that's why this one failed, I think. Someone got a little bit rammy on my pipe when they were doing some work, and they broke that thing. I know that for a fact, but they probably do it too, but that's another story. So anyways, I'm gonna hook this sucker up and go from there. And by the way, I could access all of the nuts from underneath the vehicle, as long as you have it, you know, sort of lifted up a little bit, like that. I was able to get a socket in there. It was a little bit challenging, and yes, they are stuck on there pretty good, but I don't know, that WD-40 or whatever your favorite oil of choice is, just do that for a week or two. Do it when the car's cooled off and stuff. I mean, don't spray it on there when it's super hot. It's just gonna burn off. So it's usually after it was driven and shut down for a couple hours each few days, I'd give it a little squirt. And yeah, so I'm gonna put this on and tell you how she goes. Oh, P.S. One of the bolts, the nut came off on here, but the actual bolt itself is still stuck in there. This is what the... Do I have an original one laying around here? Well, anyways, it's like it's almost like a stud. That's what they look like. Anyways, the stud part stayed in, and the threads on the outside, on this side, just the nut came off, and this part stayed in. So I'm just going to leave that alone, leave that in there. I'm going to use the old one. I'm not going to try to get it out. That'd be crazy. So if it's not broken, you know, try not to fix it. And yeah, okay, I'll go get this set up. Okay, just a quick look underneath. So that's the resonator right along here. This is the new pipe right here. I spray a little stuff on there, which runs up. The flex pipe is up there, attached to the exhaust manifold. And yeah, you can do all this stuff from underneath the car, provided, you know, you have some room to move. I mean, you have to put it up at stands. But yeah, I got it all out there, and the trick was, again, pre-lubing all this stuff a couple weeks in advance. Otherwise, I think I'd be having a different story right now. Anyways, hope you liked the video and the tips, and you're going to save a ton of money if you do this on your own, because that's crazy price. You're paying for a catalytic converter that basically, I think it's just ceramic. I'm going to take the other one apart, looking at what. There you have it. Let's fire it up. Well, I don't know where the keys are. Where's the keys at? All right, hang on. I gotta find the keys. Okay, I found the keys. Let's see if it starts. There we go. Sounds nice. All right, good stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video, folks. Remember, it's not too complicated. There's 6 bolts and 1 oxygen sensor. That's all you need to do. And lube it up a lot. Lube it. Oh, P.S. I guess apparently there's a proper procedure to break in your catalytic converter. Blah, blah, blah. Start engine, but do not touch the accelerator. Idle engine allowed to warm up slowly. After 5 minutes, increase engine speed to 2,500 RPM. Hold 2,500 RPM for 2 minutes. Allow engine to cool down. Okay. Then road test vehicle and confirm correct installation. So yeah, I guess I'll do that. We'll let her warm up for a bit and take her for a little drive slowly. 2,500 RPM is pretty low, so let's do that. Anyways, take care everyone. Have a great day.